Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You are just coming across this channel for the first time. My name is Blessing. You are welcome. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a video you get to see it. In today's class we'll be making a short sneaker with elastic waistband. So if this sounds like what you are interested in, keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, welcome back. Here are the materials I will be making use of for this tutorial. And as you can see, I have my tape rule with me here. This is the elastic band and it's about 1.5 yards inches. Then here is my scissors that will be used to cut. Here's my chalk and these are my rulers I will be using for the tutorial. And this is a fabric, is a leftover fabric. I will just go ahead to fold into two like this. So now I've already folded into two. So the first thing I'm will be doing, I will be taking my starting line and this is it, and it will start as the waistline. So for us to have our length, so I'm going to remove it 2 inches from my waistband. So for the length I have 20 inches. I added 2 inches for my hemming allowance, and from the waist I come down to my crush line. So for my crush line I divide my hip measurement divided by 4, and I added 2.5 inches for the hip measurement, and that will serve as my crush extension cross line. Okay, so I'm just going to roll it up like this. So from this line here I come up by 2 inches. This is what I normally do and it really works for me, and I'm going to just roll it as a straight line, and this will serve as my hip line. So here's my hip line and the cross line. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to divide my hip measurement divided by 4. I added 1 inches for my ease and 1 inches for my seam allowance. Okay, you can go ahead to add 2 inches if you want it so big. So I repeated the same thing to the cross line length like this, and I just go ahead to roll it up. So for my extension, my crush extension, go ahead to divide your original hip measurement by 16 and you mark what you have there. So this is me just trying to make this part here so that I will have a fresh a nice curve. So I just mark this line there and I come up by 1 inch so that I can have a nice curve here. So you can see the mark I just go ahead to curve it this way, and this will be our extension, our cross extension. So go ahead to mark what we measure what you have here, then you will deduct 1 inches from what you have after taking that measurement. Just go ahead to remove 1 inches and mark it at the hem part, then just go ahead to connect it this way like this. So coming to this part here, you can decide to leave it like this, but I want mine to be a little fitted on me. I come in by 1/2 inch and I connect it to the hip line. Is optional though. So if you can decide to leave it like the way it is before, or you can decide to come in by 1/2 inch. It depends on you. Is not compulsory. Okay, so for this waist part, since it's an elastic, I will just go ahead to leave it this way. I'm not going to add my waist measurement. For this 1/2 inch on top, I leave it for my stitching allowance. So I'm just going ahead to cut out the front parts like this. So for this part, just go ahead to trim the 1/2 inches, then you open it all by the side. And that is it for the front. So I'm going to fold in another fabric, and this time around will be a little big. Okay, so I'm placing the front on top of this fabric, and ensure that you have some excess at the top and at the center. So first thing we are going to do now is to just go ahead for this crotch part. Just go ahead to extend it to the back, and you mark 2 inches for the this part. Mark 2 inches. So from here, from this line here, I come up by 1.5 inches. Okay, come up by 1.5 inches. Then I'm going to extend my line there, and I will come out by 2 inches as well. And I will just go ahead to extend the 2 inches all the way to the hem part. Okay, just go ahead to mark 2 inches, 2 inches all the way to the down of this short. Guys, if you have watched it to this part and you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If you have not liked this video, please just hit on the like button, okay? And when you subscribe, please turn on the notification bell so that you'll be seeing my videos whenever I post it, okay? Thank you so much. So you can see I'm connecting all my dots. So from there, I'm just going to extend it this way and connect it from here to meet the waistline slanted like this. You can see the way I slanted my ruler. So this is how it's supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to do yours, okay? So for the side, it will be the same, okay? For this down part, it will be the same. The difference is that the upper side and the difference is the center, they are a little bit high, and we have excess at the other side. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Just go ahead to cut out your fabric just the way you see me cutting. Just do the same thing, just do what I did, you will get it right, okay? So these are I did mine and it really worked for me. So just go ahead to cut the side equally as the front, okay? The two side must be equal, while the center, which is where the cross extension is, it will be the back will be bigger than the front. Hope you understand. So now let's do the sewing. So now I'm just going to bring the front and place the right side facing the right side, and I'm going to use 1/2 inch to stitch, and I will do the same thing to the back. So guys, I've done stitching my my crush line. I've done stitching it. So this is the back and the front. So what I'm going to do now is to join the back and the front together. So I turn the back to the right side and turn the front right side meeting right side. You can take note that the back is bigger than the front. Yes, that's right. So what you need to do, just place the two equally at the side and stitch by 1/2 inch. Do the same thing to the other side as well. So guys, I'm done stitching it on both sides, and I've went ahead to hem the down part as well. So the next thing we are going to do now is to join the down part. Ensure that these 2 points meeting each other, and just go ahead to place it this way and go ahead to run a stitch with 1/2 inch like so, okay? So guys, I'm done stitching it, and this is how it is. You can see. So we are almost done with our shirt. So the next step is to impute our waist band. So what we are going to do is just to take the full round measurement. So you can see this measure trying to take the full round waist measurement, okay? So just take it all round. So altogether I have is 42.5. So I'm going to cut out a length of 44. I added some inches allowance so that we're able to join the band. So for the wideness, so you can see I is on fold. For the wideness, I use 2.5. Remember we deducted 2 inches. I added 1/2 inches for stitching allowance. So what we are going to do now is to take it to my sewing machine. I'm going to fold it this way. You can see the way I folded it. So you can see I open it up like this and I folded it this way. So what we are going to do now is to make some alteration here. So I'm going to bring my tape here and I measure what I have here, then divide it into two to have the midpoint. Then I'm going to shock it like this, okay? So after shocking it, so what I did is after marking the midpoint, okay, I mark the midpoint like this, and from this midpoint I come in at from year to year 0.75. So I'm going to stitch from that line with 1/2 inch and leave this middle part. Just go ahead to stitch by half an inch. So guys, I've done stitching and this is how it is. The next step we are going to do, open it up like this and open it or just toe stitch on top of it. Okay, just toe stitch to secure this part. So guys, I've done toe stitching, and what I'm going to do, you can see the hole that we leave there. Okay, so that is for our drawstring. So what we are going to do now is to fold it in like this. Just go ahead to fold in, and you are going to toe stitch on it. Ensure that this part that has hole is at the front. Okay, is at the front. Go ahead to toe stitch round. So guys, I've stitched it round, and I ensure that I leave some about 2 inches allowance so that we can use to pass through our elastic. So this is my elastic. So this is how I'm going to know the quality of elastic I want. So you can see I will just go ahead to draw it. If I know it is flexible enough, this is how I do mine. Okay, just go ahead to do it this way. Just you can see it's free like this. Okay, when I do it is free. So I'm just trying to ensure the elastic I need. So you can see I cut it out, and this is the elastic I want for this waist band. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, just bring out your safety pin like this, and you pass it through this hole that we leave before. We are going to stitch it back, but I'm going to pass it through the part before I will stitch it. Okay, so this is me just trying to place impute the elastic inside the waistband. Okay, so with the help of the safety pin, so I'm just doing it. So you just pass it through like this. Okay, so this is much just trying to balance it, arrange it very well. Okay, so after that, just go ahead to place it on top of each other and go ahead to secure it with a stitch. So guys, I've secured it, and I went ahead to uh, stitch the remaining part. I stitched it close. So the next step we are going to do now is to create a space for the drawstring. So what you are going to do, just go ahead to stitch on top of the elastic, and while stitching you'll be dragging it. Okay, so just stitch on top of the space and down of the space. Okay, so guys, this is what I mean. You can see I've toe stitched on it, and this is how it looks like. You can see the hole is still there. Just go ahead to insert your drawstring inside. The next thing we are going to do is to insert the band to the waist. So this part that has hole is the front. Just place it at the front, right side facing the right side. Then you just go ahead to stitch it all round. Okay, let the whole part be at the front. So guys, this is it. I've done it, and this is how it looks like. So the hole is still there. I'm just going to insert my drawstring. So we have come to the end of this tutorial. Please, if you find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post video, you'll be seeing them. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Share these videos for others to benefit as well. Thank you. Bye. See you in my next one.